Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace. Monetary energy, ore of the earth, doubles every year. Listen to my words. Selling doesn't hurt. Selling is absurd. It's like cutting off your wings, but you want to be a bird.
Guys, welcome to the show. I'm not going to make anything too fancy. I have a lot to do, but I wanted to greet you today with the market. So we're going to do this on Mondays now. Every Monday we're going to do targets and charts and everything, and then weekdays what we'll do is we'll do the drive time videos and offload a lot of info, anything, and ask questions or answer questions. But on a Monday we're going to do charts, anything you wish. So Monday videos are going to be a lot longer than any other video, just to warn you straight ahead. And don't ask me to do timestamps. I get bored when I do it. Anyway, let's get into the business right now, right? So number one thing, what I want everybody to notice, and it's thunderstorms outside. It's brilliant weather. I love thunderstorms. Anyway, so what we're looking at is, obviously, if you look at the BTC, Ethereum, or the whole market actually, what you need to notice is this week we've had a 25% correction in total, by the way, because it's been staggering every day, like, you know, 10%, 8% down every day. Total for the 7 days is actually been 25%. That was last week. And if you look at the total for the 30 days, 28% correction. So that's what I want you to understand. However, year to date, we're still up 48%, right? So I wanted you guys to see this. This is why I did a little bit of a difference on how to do, you know, just double check what's going on. What we can see is yesterday we had volume of, like, I think it was 60 or 70 billion. Today we've got 83 billion. So a lot of volume is coming into BTC, but then remember, volume doesn't necessarily mean only buying. It could also mean going down as well. Also, Ethereum, if you look at the Gwei charge, right, Ethereum fees have gone down dramatically. Obviously, before it was too high, now it's too low. And Ethereum also has had a weekly, it's had a 21%, but if you look on the monthly, it's actually up 39%. And this up actually reflects here on the dominance. If you look carefully on the dominance, right, so BTC dominance is 40 and Ethereum dominance is 19. So you can see this reflecting here. And I mean, obviously you've got your year-to-date percentages here. I'm just going to leave it there. I mean, Binance has had the one of the best performing. I mean, obviously Doge is another story. I'm not going to even get to there, but yeah, it's there. So now I'm going to move straight over to one other thing before I get into the charts. Actually, I believe it's time for us to do some subs. So all of you guys who have subscribed very recently, you're getting a sub back from me. Okay, so I like to do this on the video. So if you're new, that's what I do. If you know, I don't care how many subscribers you got, I don't care who you are. You know, for me, it's important that I give back to the community. The only way I can do that is by subbing to you. You sub to me, I'll sub back to you. So please do like, share, comment on the videos. Sharing is very important. So, you know, and turn on all your notifications if you want to see videos like this. Every Monday I'm going to be doing cryptocurrency chart videos from now on until I change it. I'll give you further notice, obviously, but for now this is what you get. So these are the people I didn't subscribe. Also, guys, I can't subscribe to you if you are hiding your subscription thing. So if you hide, say, don't show who you're subscribed to, I can't see you, so I won't be able to subscribe. I'm sure there's thousands of people there. Also, just to let you know, the community has been growing. We've had 21 more recently, so the community is growing and the views are just going up there as well. It's been very, very good, so I'm really happy with that. So now we've got that out of the way, let's X that and let's go back into the coin market cap. Right, so one thing I want to show you, and I will show you on a bigger chart as well, is everyone has been looking at how BTC's dropped 25%, this is dropped 28%, but what no one's really noticing is how the market cap has been playing. So you see on the market cap, we hit 2.5 trillion. Now, if you take 5 trillion out, that's actually 20%. The whole market is down 20%, right? I want to show you this down here, right? If you look carefully, this is when we peaked out and this is when we calmed down. And if you actually look and put a ruler on it, you'll notice, right, we had this massive dump, right? Mega dump, right? So this is the dump that we had from where we were, and this is based on the altcoin, obviously, and this is the total market cap, and this one includes Bitcoin, by the way. So this one with the Bitcoin, as you can see from here, to here, we had a massive, almost saying 26%, you know, I would say close to 20%. That's what we had. We had a massive dump, right? So that's what you got to look at. And I have mentioned to a few people, I said 2 trillion should hold, hopefully, if we don't see any more change in BTC. And obviously on BTC, as you can see, we were at like almost 1.1 trillion, I believe. And currently most of the money has bled out of this and this, right? That's what you want to see. Also, like I think about 22 billion went from here. I think it's about 60 or 70 billion went from here, and about 300 billion went from here. So if you look at and do the maths, you'll notice that these 3 coins, right, have been the biggest profit taking, right? So this is more like a profit taking. So the whales have decided to bring the market down, and it just, you know, it's not a coincidence that all three of them look the same. But the dominance still here, and you see massive buying orders. Now I'm going to leave the rest of the coin. I don't want to talk about any of the coins because they do get affected. So here we've got hundreds of coins, but what I'm trying to say is they will be affected by the dominance, right? And when Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even Binance, right, when they move up and down, these coins will also follow. That's what you need to understand. Now, other thing to look at is this particular number here. We've got 9,875 you know, coins are growing. That means a lot more scams are coming on board, right? There's a lot more scam coins, so please be careful. And while we're on that subject, I want to take, so I asked a group, I said, tell me what coins you want. And I had a brother who gave me a whole bunch of coins. So I'm going to start off with these. Now, the coin I'm about to show you didn't exist on Tradingview, so I couldn't get the Tradingview chart. But it does exist on CoinMarketCap. And guys, I'm not shilling anything and I'm not fudding anything. These are coins that were requested for me to talk. This is the reason why I'm actually doing this. And what I want to show you here, and I want to tell you to be careful as well, right? So this number one, it's a Ethereum smart contract. That's fine, nothing wrong with that, right? We can see this coin was originally like kind of come on the exchange, or CoinMarketCap at least, right, on the 2019 March. So pretty much 2 years ago it came, and it just kind of hovered around there, right? You know, it's had its peak and everything, and it's kind of peaked this time as well. I mean, massive peak if you look carefully, and then massive dump, right? So these are like tremendous dumps. But that's not what I'm looking at. What I was looking at was when I went to the market cap, the markets, to see where these are being traded. And all I'm seeing is they're being traded within itself. That's kind of worrying. And then here you see this, like, you know, the depth, right? You see $4,000 trading here. You know, you see 153. Okay, forget that. But if you look at the volume, 92% of the volume is coming from this particular pair. And there's only $20,600 being traded here. So that kind of worries me, you know, like $501 here, right? You know, these decimal points, these are just like, you know, just little baby decimals. But this is what I'm looking at. It kind of worries me. It's like how much money there is. So please be careful if you are playing around with this. And obviously, as usual, as I say, if you have made money, then get the hell out. Take your profit out. Take your initial investment out at least. Again, another one brother mentioned, and I think this is the same coin as VV. We mentioned this on a group recently. If I'm correct, it was VV. Yeah, it is VV, right? And they've just rebranded, and apparently they got 2 different elements or whatnot, and this and that. As you can see here, this company again was first time it popped up was on the 16th of February 2021, and then it had a nice little pump, you know. And this is the thing, a lot of these coins will get pumped, but let me tell you what worries me. Forget about this. These numbers, they don't matter. Remember, the numbers don't matter. This is what worries me. This is the 4 exchanges that it's available on, number one. And then if you look carefully, this is the price, right? Forget everything else. This is the price, and look at the volume. There's look at the volume. Right, just look at the volume, and that's what worries me, right? You've got 50% of the volume on this particular thing called Bitforex. It's, you know, there's only 107 liquidity available there. I'm not sure what's going on. So this is what the stuff that worries me. When you look in, obviously you think the volume is there, but remember, this volume necessarily doesn't have to be everyone buying. It could be buy and sell, and it's been pumping in the last 24 hours, but I will be a little bit cautious. I can see the market cap is good, so that you know, when you look at the market cap here, it's telling me, okay, there's money in there. I don't mind, right? I will probably go in and do this. Ignore this number. This doesn't mean anything. This number says, okay, I can give it a chance. It's definitely got potential, but we need to see it on major exchanges. So far, seeing it on these 3 exchanges doesn't really give me anything to say like, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do this, right? So this is what it is. I need you guys to understand. Obviously, you've got the max supply, circulating supply, it's all here. But yeah, just be careful. You know, this kind of coins, just be careful. Again, it's another, as you can see, it's another smart contract, I believe. 1 second, let me just quickly check. What is it? Explorer, right? Let's have a look at the Explorer Go chain. So they've got their own, they've copied something. Yeah, so it looks like a, I think it looks like a, let me just check, hold on. Looks too similar to an Ethereum, so it might be, yeah, so they got their own blockchain, seems like it, which is okay, but to me, again, I don't know what to say. It just looks like they've cloned something and they've just done it. So that's what it is. It's got 18 decimals and this and that. Yeah, definitely, probably an Ethereum clone, just similar to what Binance did. Does it have potential? Probably. Is it in a good buy zone? The structure looks good. So we've had our bottom here. This is when it, you know, came out. This is where it kind of broke its previous high, went up, and then right now it's obviously having dumping a little bit, but it's still above this particular previous high, and this is okay, you know, it's not that bad. And this is what I mean, on TradingView it doesn't exist, so it's unfortunately there's nothing I can really do on that sense. But we got enough data here suggesting that this was the launch high and it did break above and currently sticking around. So if you just follow this this particular line I'm pointing here with my cursor, it looks okay. I wouldn't mind, but then be cautious. Remember, just be cautious. Okay, so now we've done all of those. Also, obviously, I showed you the total market cap. Worst case scenario, and let me take this off. So look at the fibs, right? I just put the fibs on it just to see something what's going on. If we do break, we've got a little support here. Let me hide that and show you. So you see this aqua line here. This actually shows you a little support, right? These supports are very little, right? Very little support, right? So if we do have any kind of a drastic situation, we might come down, back down here, and this is not going to be really good. And this is excluding Bitcoin, by the way. So let's look at the Bitcoin one and do the same thing. Worst case scenario for Bitcoin, currently we have support here. So this is a total market cap, support here, support here, support here. And if anything does happen, then, I mean, we've got quite a few. But I think the worst one is 1 point. So if the market does crash and if the bull run is over, then we're looking to support it at the $1.26 trillion right now. Worst case scenario, if we break this support, 1.84 trillion. So understand what I'm trying to say. We're at 2 trillion right now. We're approximately 150 billion away from breaking this support. If we break this support, then we've got a mini support here at 1.16, and then we've got quite a big support here at 1.5. Let's see what happens. Let's hope for the best. And if we do go on the upside, then we have to break this particular resistance that we formed here. I can put a line just to show you, just here. So there's a specific resistance here at the 2.3. We have to break that to be bullish again. So please do understand where I'm coming from. There's a lot going on. You really have to understand where all the situation is going. So now I'm going to move over to, so I'm going to kind of move backwards. Brother asked for sushi. This is the previous sushi chart that I made. It's on another video as well, and I can tell you one thing, we have not met our targets. Because we have not met our targets, we're not going to change the targets, right? So this chart stays exactly as it is, and if you look carefully, I'll show you, we drew this on the 10th of March and we still haven't met our target. So sushi has a long way to go, so let's just wait for it. And actually, you didn't mention one thing that you should have mentioned, and that is Solana, right? So let's have a look at Solana, and there's some beautiful stuff going on with Solana, right? Solana's, as you can see, right, this is the previous thing we did, and we did that on the 23rd of February. Yeah, we made this chart on the 23rd of February, and as you can see, Solana smashed through. So right now what we've got to do is we've got to change our target, because everything has changed now, and we bring our target, so hold on. So we're going to bring our target currently to the current high and take it to the previous low down here. And now what we've got is a whole brand new target right now. So the current target for Solana that everybody should be looking at, this would be long term. Actually, this would be short term. If I put this here, not that much of a difference, but $67. So we're looking at around $67 as the new target right now. So let's have a look at this and see where that one goes. This is just a little bonus I'm throwing in there because I know you guys never asked. Okay, VeChain. I had to change the charts because obviously we've broken the targets. Currently the new target for VeChain, bullish side. Also guys, a lot of these, so I'm going to give you bearish and bullish, all right? So Solana obviously is a different ball game. Solana looks very bullish, a very strong coin. VeChain is a different story. VeChain, as you can see, it dropped below the 0.5. That means we could potentially come and test this 1.4 level, or even come all the way down here. And as you can see, right, this aqua line, the indicator, is also suggesting that there's a nice little support around here. And if we, very little support, if we break any of this, then what you need to understand, if you zoom out, the major supports that we have are around here, right? This is okay, it's not bad, but then around here. So that means we could, worst case scenario, if anything happens, this would be the buying zones, right? But right now, let's see. I mean, if we can hold this, we should be okay. And this is a line that we drew. When was this? When we drew this? 11th of February, and so we have to break above that. As you can see, we've smashed all our the targets that we had, and we're currently sitting here. So it's not bad. It's a great opportunity to buy the dip if Bitcoin flips and goes back up again, if it becomes bullish again. And I'm going to get to Bitcoin in a bit so you'll understand what's going on. So this is the bullish case scenario, this is the bearish case scenario for this, all right? Luna, somebody mentioned, so I'm just moving fast. Luna is had great support around this area, which I'm really happy with, and it's actually just entered the golden pocket. So whenever something enters a golden pocket, and if the market reverses, we know that it usually is explosive, and if it does go, then the next target for us would be at $41 for Luna. On the flip side, so let's have a look at XTZ, and obviously on the worst side you can see the Fibonacci 023, which is actually showing us a $9 coin, if worst case scenario, if we do come back down here. Let's look at XTZ. Same structure. So I've activated all of this because I wanted you guys to see same structure on this as well. So as you can see, we, every one of our supports we had, we went, and currently the new target on the bullish side is a $13 on this particular coin. $13 if we do go up. And if we do break, so we've got, as you can see here, let me just quickly switch this off. We've got a mini support here at the $4.74. Then we've got another mini support here at $3.93. And if shit hits the fan and everything goes really bad, then unfortunately this is, bottom of this is where our support is $2.66. Kind of takes it back to where it was back in January 2021. So just be careful, understand what's going on. Right, so somebody asked for SPF, which is SafePal as far as I'm concerned. SafePal, obviously, this is the launch. It was at 0 and then it went all the way up to there. And actually it's holding pretty good. I wanted to show you, and this is, remember, all of my charts on the daily. I'm not doing 4 hourly yet. I might do some 4 hourly later. So this became our trend line, and from our trend line you can see that we did try and hover up a few days ago, and then we've come down, and we're kind of getting this support here, which was actually good support here as well, and support and resistance here. So it's finding support, which I'm quite happy with. Let's just hope and see it does a rebound. But remember guys, even a rebound doesn't really necessarily mean it's going up until we go to this line. When we come here, that's when we know that we've done our part and the market wants to go up, or the coin itself wants to go up. Right, let's move up to SXP, right? And there's a lot of data going on here. The reason I put all these data on here is because if you look carefully, and I'll show you what I mean, right? So my red line, where is it? Let's have a look at the red line, right? So this particular red line here, all right, keep an eye on this red line, right? So we've got, this is the 100 day, all right, 100 day. Just wanted to quickly show you, this is the 100 day. Actually, I'll activate the 200 day as well on this one. Okay, So activate that, right? So we've got a 100-day here, and we got support exactly on the 100-day moving average. So we smashed through the rest of them. On the 100-day, we've got a bit of support, which is okay, not bad. If we do have a rebound, then we need to go up again. As usual, we need to go above the $5.96 in order for us to move back up again. If not, then on the downside, we can possibly test the $2.61. Okay, as you can see, we're here, and if we do that, I mean, even the $2.88, right, this is the 200-day moving average, also has a nice little support. So remember, these also moving average lines are also support as well. So again, right now there's a lot going on. I'll get to that in a bit and you'll understand what's going on. This is DOT. Again, this is my old chart. So on the old chart, I'm not gonna show you anything because we haven't hit the target yet, and this chart was made on the 20th of February, and we have not touched our target yet. So we have been trying to bounce and create all-time highs and everything, but this target has not been met. So this chart stays exactly as it is. Currently, you know, we're being supported by the 786. Worst case scenario, if we come down, we might even go all the way down these levels here, but I'm not even going there. I think it will get a nice little support here. Worst case, probably even in the golden zone, because this is a very bullish coin and it's not ready yet, right? This is DOT, it's not ready yet. NEO, Chinese Ethereum. NEO, I remember I bought it somewhere back down here, way back in 2019. I bought it actually. I remember, I think I paid like $7-8 or something like that for I forgot what it was. It was like a few dollars, yeah, way back. And it's done its thing, right? So you know, I left it already, but this is obviously, if anybody who's gone in new, we broke the 50-day moving average. We're going to be seeing support on the 100-day moving average. Worst case scenario, you've got the 200-day moving average here, but the fibs are also going to be a nice little support. So from what I'm seeing, worst case scenario, this will highly get a support rebound here if we do continue to have this downside, because NEO is a very strong coin. We call it the Chinese Ethereum. So let's have a look and see what it does. I doubt it's going to break this line and go below. So it's got a lot of fundamentals in it. Sorry, a lot of Chinese supporters in it. Let's go to 1 inch. Same again, there's not enough data, but because we don't have a 100-day or anything, so I'm going to switch the thing off. It's a very, very new coin, but what I want to show you, and I can only show you that if I go to the 4-hourly, right? Can I? Yes, here you go. This is the situation right now, right? So as you can see, we broke up, created all-time highs, which is fantastic, right? So this is our all-time high. Let me move this to the right place, right? So this is our all-time high, but if you look carefully, we broke supports. We broke a major significant support here, and I think this is correlated to BTC. If it wasn't, it wouldn't do this. And you can see how it broke this major support and this minor support, and currently facing these supports, right? So there's a lot going on here. I'll be very careful. If I'm not already in it, I wouldn't bother with it right now. I would, because there's got more potential to go down, because these are not even significant supports. And as you can see, I'm doing it on a 4-hourly because the data is so new. Let's have a look at the hourly on this one. Yeah, as you can see, look, hourly's just broken all of these. So the next supports that we can only find, yeah, it's very bad. So yeah, I'll be careful. It's a good buying opportunity though. If you're buying it, it's a good opportunity. But what I'm going to recommend to anybody: hodl, do not sell. Whatever you do not sell. Let's move on to the next one. All right, we've got Chili's here. Chili's is a drama coin. So as you can see, it launched long time ago. It was like pennies, and then all of a sudden it done its pump. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the pump it did. And as you can see, the only support it's got is around here. This is the major support on a daily. And this is a lot more accurate data than the 4-hourly or anything like that. But to be surprised, look at this, how it's holding. It's holding pretty good. Exactly, if you look carefully, on the support line, rebound. It's got another little test here. It has to break above. But if it can break above this specific line here, it should be okay. I think it should be okay. So it's one of those, it's a survivor coin. You know, also the trend line looks very good as well. Just saw it now. So if I do a mini trend line from here to here, looks pretty good, I would say. So I'm doing wick to wick. Trend line looks, as you can see, it looks like it's ascending, which is okay. It's not bad. So far, I think it might survive, but yeah. And obviously, as you can see carefully, we broke below all of this and we came down here, and this is exactly where it got the support. So I think it might just survive, but it's one of those coins, worst case scenario, we could even come down here, down this level. Let's hope the 200-day supports it. If it doesn't, then we're going to come down here. Be a great buying opportunity, means you get it back at those levels that we had way back in the days, and then continue the rally if the rally continues. Mana's a different beast, right? Mana is a different beast, and I had to activate all of these. So Mana, as you can see, is broke the 50 support, still hasn't touched the 100-day, and we still have a strong 200-day, and we still have a very strong golden pocket here. As you can see, massive you know, I can see this, like, this is where we're gonna have massive buyouts, but it's holding very strong. Worst case scenario are not even met yet. So this is the worst case scenario, hasn't been even met yet. If the market crashes, my God, look at this. This is what you got to look at. This is the beauty. If the market crashes on a daily, look at this, right? This just tells you how much data we have, and, you know, basically how much engagement and traffic we had around these areas. So these prices are, you know, probably just buy orders just sitting there, right? Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. And I'm trying to make the video as quick as possible because I don't want to make it too long, guys. I know this video, if I go into depth, it's going to go on for hours. This is Anchor. You know, this is new. So on the Anchor, the new target on the upside, we're looking at a 32 cent. On the downside, we've actually already come here. So if you're looking carefully, we're actually on this support line. So, you know, anything could happen. Worst case scenario, and this is too close to the 100-day moving average. So remember, 100-day, if we break below this, then the next support we've got is the 200-day moving average. And if worst case scenario, then as you can see, again, massive traffic here. But I can tell you this much with Anchor, if it comes down to the 200-day by any chance, I'll have a buy order down here. I want to pick up some more Anchor. I'll just do me, you do you. This is not financial advice. I think someone mentioned Matic on another group. So yeah, Matic, as you can see on the dailies, doing its own thing. You know, the only supports we got is around these levels here. This is on the worst case scenario, but on the upside, if we do go up right now short term, we're looking at $2.80, and if we do come down again, we're going to come back to 67. All I'm going to say is around the 133 to the 67, if we do, right, if we do, and what we're looking at is this 20-day and this 50-day moving average. If we touch the 20-day moving average, which is a $1.04, it will be a good buy opportunity, buying at the dip. If we go below, this would also be a very good buying opportunity, provided we go back up, because there's a lot of strong, you know, there's a lot of money into the coin. I don't think it's going to flip down to all this level. I mean, if this does come back to this, then just go all in. That's what I would say. What's another one? Okay, another one, someone mentioned TRX. Now TRX is literally a shit coin, but if you are invested in it, then I'll tell you what the bullish scenario looks like. Bullish scenario, we might go to 26, which is still not the, I believe it's still not the all-time high. Let me double check. Yeah, still not the all-time high. To engine, I'm gonna have to cut a little bit of the video because my missus is getting too excited. So currently we broke the 100-day. We are coming into the golden zone, and this looks very good, right? So for engine, this looks very good. The 200-day moving average would be a massive buying opportunity. I doubt it's going to go down below anymore unless the market crashes. And if it does, if we can pick it up around here, we are looking at a $4. So from here to there, we can pretty much 2.5, 3x our investment, which is not a bad deal. Actually, this is wrong. Give me a second. I just saw something. Oh no, it's not wrong. This is the previous one. Oh my days. Okay, so this was a previous chart we did. That means we haven't even hit our target. So we will have to wait until we hit the target to change this, right? Because I just noticed this one was done on the 13th of March. So we haven't hit the targets yet. So guys, wait until we get to the targets for this one. Let's move over to Cardano. I just wanted to show you this. This is just hilarious. Look at the Cardano, the zone. Look at this. right? This is where Cardano was once upon a time. Can you see these prices? 6 cents, right? If you look carefully, 6 cents, right? 7 cents, right? And look at the top here, 19 cents. These were the perfect buying zones. So if it ever comes back in here, I'm going all in, right? That's what I'm going to say. But I just want to show you this. But so far, look at Cardano, very strong, very strong. The only worst case scenario support we got brings it back down to $1.46, right? Other than that, it just wants to go up, and currently it's actually flashing a $3. It's $3.15. Let's see what happens. Also, guys, I'm not going to save these charts, so yeah, whatever you want, bookmark this video. This video is the only thing that's going to help you. But other than that, structure looks very good. I'm not going to say too much on this one. I mean, you know very well, I'm very bullish on Cardano, and as I just showed you, when I entered, I was around this area, so I'll just leave it there and not say too much there. Let's move into BNB. BNB following, as I said already on the coin market cap down here, BNB is doing pretty much the same thing, kind of following. So this particular dump here over the 7 days is exactly what BNB is also showing, and as you can see, it broke the 50-day, which is actually quite good because it actually broke the 50-day. That means we've got a massive support here on the 100-day, which is exactly the golden pocket. That gives it a better chance to do a nice little reversal. So this would be a very acceptable correction for this one. I think it just gives an opportunity for everybody. So if anybody hasn't been buying any crypto or anything, wait for these lines, guys. Don't FOMO in, wait for these lines. Right, let's move over to Ethereum, following BTC, and as you can see, it's just come back into the golden pocket again. These are like your reset, great buying opportunities. If you entered down here and you're like, oh, it's too high, well, guess what, now you got yourself a discount. Worst case scenario, if we do go down even further, we've got a massive support sitting around here, and then the other indicators are saying we've got a good support sitting at the $2,000 mark, approximately 1970. So there's a good support here, but the fibs are going to support it even more than anything else, so I'm going to leave that there. Now let's move over to BTC. Everybody knows this one specific chart, right? And I'm going to switch up a few things. Actually, I'm going to leave it here for a second, right? Number one thing, so on this chart, this is one of my oldest chart. Everybody knows this, and we always hit this target. You can see the 200-day and the support that we had around the 200-day, very strong, to the point where this particular wick actually touched this. That's how hilarious it was, right? The accuracy was this much. But we did have a nice little support here, and you know, there's money waiting there. They don't want it to go. So this 200-day was a good day. This is what I mean. It's the worst case scenario has been happening on BTC, but everything else not that bad actually if you look carefully. Also, if you look at the hold on, let me activate the 1 second. So you see here, if you look carefully, 1 second, let me see if I can. Yes. So if you look carefully, right, I just want to show you this, right? I want to show you this quickly. You see this blue line here? This blue line here, when this blue line flips back over, right, and gets back into this zone, this is when Bitcoin should go parabolic. So as long as the blue line is below the red line, Bitcoin's always going to be bad. And we've had this for weeks now. We've been talking about it. It has tried a few times, but it doesn't work, right? It's been trying a few times, as you can see, and you've got to look at it on the weeklies. You see here, it tried it. Even here, last few weeks ago, it tried it, but it dropped below. So follow this on a weekly. It's this stochastic RSI. Follow it on the weekly, and yeah, you'll get some good data and you'll understand what's going on. Right, so going back to the daily, you can see the supports that we've got. There's so many support zones here, right? And BTC really doesn't have a worst case scenario, because the thing is a lot of people were panicking, and one of the things you have to understand is with BTC, right, you know, the previous all-time high, as long as we don't go to the previous all-time high, that is the 2017 all-time high, we're actually fine. It's not an issue. It's a good reset. So let's see what happens. But right now, these levels here, all right, are the worst case scenario. These levels here are very strong fundamentals, as you can see. Even if we go into the 4-hourly, you can see that we're building support around certain zones. All right, so let me try and see if I can show you quickly. All right, okay, they can't even see it, but yeah, look, this is another BTC chart, because obviously this one's got all my other stuff on, and I don't really want anyone to get confused here. I want to show you a cleaner chart with, you know, without my particular lines on, and this is what you need to see. This is where we got the support, right? This is, we already know this. This is where we got the support, right? And this is the all-time high. This is where we need to break above, and I want to show you this quickly, right? So look at this purple line, purple line, purple line. These are our resistance. Green line, support, 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 support. All of these are support. That's what I want to show you on the daily, right? So if I activate the fibs, right, what you can see where we are rebounding right now. And there's actually one more line. So this particular area here, this 39,000, right, is actually another significant area to look for. And this 27 is another significant area to look for, right? So worst case scenario, this is on the downside. If we do come down, then we've got these levels here to go. And this fib is on a reverse. So this is not a bullish fib. This is on a retracement. So we're looking at the retracement level, right, where we can go. So on the retracement, this is what I'm looking at, right? So currently, obviously, we might go all the way down here. We might also come all the way down to this 27,000, which is the 1618, right? Which is not bad, right? Understand where I'm coming from. On the flip side, right, if we come back here, then we're going to see some crazy stuff. And I want to show you this quickly. 1 second. Let me show you something. Let me show you, actually, let me take all of this off. You don't need any of this. I'm going to take the 200-day. You don't need that. We don't even need this. What I want to show you is this, all right? What I want to show you is this, right? I've just activated the fibs here. And remember what I told you once upon a time, right? I said, if we enter a specific zone, especially this particular zone, and I'm going to show you this on the weekly, because on the BLX, we got more data, which can actually show you. Yes, so I was on the wrong chart, my bad. Here, right? This is what I want to show you. So whenever we enter these specific zones, from that point, it's an explosive move, right? Whenever we go down, we re-enter this, we usually come down, and we expect that, right? So currently where we are, we're re-entering this zone, we should calm down. Now, this is actually good. If we do come down, then when you can see, when we re-enter this zone, from that point, we will be explosive, right? So this is what we're looking at. We want to re-enter, and then we do this kind of move. So last time we re-entered it, we went into it. So this is from, as you can see, from 2019, we went into it, hovered around, we didn't buy, and then we had the dump, and then this is where this lime green line, when we cross above that, as you can see, this is when the move happens. And when the move happened, if you look carefully, this is pretty much, this is the candle, I would say, this candle here. From here to where we went here, we had a 535% increase, right? So I'm hoping that kind of makes sense to you, that what kind of moves these do. So if we do re-enter here, and what I'm trying to, you know, let me go back into the daily. Yeah, so let me just go back into the daily and show you. So if we do re-enter these zones, ignore the green line, by the way, guys. If we do re-enter this green zone, and let me put a fib on it just to show you what I mean. So this is where we are today, and this is where we were, right? So yeah, there you go, right? This is where we are. If we re-enter and we go down and we come and, you know, even touch this area, it's fine. As long as we don't go here, we're fine. If we come here and then we rebound, this 1618, if we rebound off this, this is the point. As soon as we cross this, that's when we explode, right? So this is why I kept this chart right to the end, to show you guys what's going on. So yeah, other than that, guys, you know, I hope this is kind of informative, but what you need to understand is, don't FOMO. Right now, of course, there are plenty of discounts, and another brother mentioned, he said, talk about the coins. Listen, if you look at the coin market cap, and if you just look at this 7-day, just look at this 7-day, right? Every one of these are discounts. Buy, buy, buy. Forget this for now. Buy, buy, buy. These are discounts. This is the amount of discount you're getting, right? For example, Internet Protocol, 60% discount, right? You know, if you're interested, like Uniswap, 20%, right? Or whatever, this one, anything you're looking at, if you look carefully, these are the numbers. So when we're talking about certain stuff, and if you turn around and say, oh, is there buying opportunities? Just look at this number. That's the amount of discount you're getting, right, in a 7 days. So we're not even looking at the all-time high or anything. We're just saying 7 days. How much discount am I getting in 7 days? That's how much you're getting, right? That's how much discount you're getting in the last 7 days. So I hope this kind of makes sense to you. You don't really have to be looking bargain hunting or anything. Like, for example, Shiba you mentioned. Actually, I didn't show you Shiba. I'll show you Shiba now. Shiba, check this out. You're getting a 40% discount. It's holding on a daily, it's up and down, but look at this, 40% discount. On a monthly, it's up, still up 864%. So have a look at these numbers. This is what you need to look at. So you wanted Shiba. Let's find some, yeah, let me use this one. SHIB USD. Let's use this. And what I want to do is I want to show you that long one I found. So this is where Shiba originally started. All right, this is where Shiba Inu originally started, and you can see this was the first time, 27th of March, we had it, and then after that obviously we had the pump. Then we had a recent pump, and then had a nice little dump, and then you can see here, this is where all of this, the volume. Now this is where the money's been coming in. Some money has entered here, as you can see, but the major money has been entering here. And this is even on the day where we pumped, I believe, or I think it was, or dumped that day. But so far it's holding, and the funny thing is this is what I was looking at. Well, if you look carefully at these two, this candle and this candle, we're holding this line. Now if I put a fib on it, right, things get really, really crazy. Check this out. So this is, we don't even have a bottom. Technically this would be our bottom, right? And if I did put it down here, look where we are, right? Look what where we're trying to break above again. If we break above again, then we're going to come here, and then if we break above again, we need to go back into there, and then we can do this. But even this, there's not enough data for me to actually say this is legit, right? I'll be honest with you. You can't use the amount of data we have. I mean, theoretically I should put it down here and put it down here and go by this, because you got to look at the low and it's like, what's going on, right? But yeah, I mean, it's holding support, which is good. That's the most important thing. And this is where we're facing a lot of resistance, and we need to break above again. Has it got an opportunity? Maybe, because if Shiba was going to vanish, then we would have been down here already, you know, down here back into the penny zone. But we didn't. We stuck around this particular area where all these volume were coming in, right? You know, so if you're looking at the volume candles, this is where you can see where all the action was happening. So the buying power has been a lot higher than the selling power. So only a few dump, but the buyers are good. So yeah, other than that, I'm not going to make this any longer. I hope this video is not too long. It's already about 45 minutes long. It is a lot of stuff. That's why I tried to speed through it. I'm hoping that it kind of makes sense what I'm saying. And also, as you can see, I've got a brand new layout. There's a few sections here which I took off, like for example BTC value I took off. I don't need that right now. I'm focused on my 24-hour, my 7-day, my 30-day. That's what I'm focused on, and I'm focused on this particular number, the dominance. I need to make sure the dominance doesn't go below the 1.85 trillion. If it does, then I need to focus, and as I said earlier on in the video, what zones we need to look at. Okay, but yeah, you want to buy coins, go and look at this, take your pick, and these are the discounts you're getting right now. Other than that, I'm not gonna make this any longer. Thank you very much.